Steamboats in Griggsville, a journey through time. Griggsville, Illinois, a quiet town nestled in Pike County, was once a witness to the early days of river travel in the Midwest. Before the arrival of railroads and highways, the Illinois River served as the lifeline for trade, transportation, and settlement. When Mr. Phillips arrived in the area, only one steamboat had ever made its way up the river. River travel was still a rarity, and the sight of a steam-powered vessel was a spectacle to behold. However, in April of 1829, he saw something remarkable: the arrival of the Black Warrior, a steamboat cutting through the waters of the Illinois River, leaving a trail of smoke and progress in its wake. The Black Warrior was among the earliest steamboats to navigate the river, marking the beginning of a new era. Steamboats revolutionized commerce, making it possible to transport goods and passengers much faster than traditional flatboats or keelboats. For the settlers in the region, this meant better access to supplies, markets, and opportunities that were once distant and difficult to reach. As steamboats became more common, they played a crucial role in the development of towns like Griggsville. Farmers and merchants could ship their products, grain, livestock, and timber, downriver to larger trade hubs like St. Louis and New Orleans. In return, manufactured goods, tools, and luxuries from the east found their way into the hands of frontier settlers. But the journey of these steamboats was not without peril. The Illinois River, though navigable, was often unpredictable. Sandbars, submerged logs, and changing water levels posed constant challenges. Many steamboats met their fate in these treacherous waters, either running aground or succumbing to mechanical failures. Despite these challenges, the Black Warrior and the steamboats that followed signified the unstoppable march of progress. They connected the isolated communities of the Illinois frontier to the broader world, fueling growth and prosperity. Over time, as railroads expanded and new modes of transportation emerged, the dominance of steamboats waned. However, their legacy remains deeply embedded in the history of towns like Griggsville. The echoes of their whistles and the churn of their paddle wheels remind us of an era when the river was the highway of civilization and steamboats were the vessels of transformation. So when we look back at that moment in April of 1829, when Mr. Phillips saw the Black Warrior making its way up the river, we can appreciate not just the sight of a single steamboat, but the dawn of a new age, one that would shape the destiny of Illinois and the Midwest for generations to come.
Harvest information, that's pretty cool. Somebody made a barn house.
I've been through this town before. We came through this town when I got my
Tractor.
my license, pilot license over in Quincy.
Flower shop.
Just for a second, check my map, make sure I'm going
Look at all the purple Martin houses.
yeah, it must be a
Home of the purple Martin house.
Purple Martin capital. Look, you notice they got all the holes sealed too.
Well, they don't want the birds in there. Most wanted bird.
When we were back out there at
Can you eat 2,000 mosquitoes a day?
yeah. When we were back out there on the edge of town, it was Dot's.
There's Dot's truck. Maybe they make these houses here. Those purple
Yeah,
Martin.
everybody has one. Every street
I
corner
see
has
them. They're
one.
like street signs.
Keeps the skeeters down.
I think they build these little houses here because everybody buys them all the time. They're expensive. The pole's like $59. Oh, these people didn't get one. This little house got that little equipment.
Just the main drag.
Yeah, some people still will because they live here. I know, that's really old. Griggsville Landing, located in Pike County, Illinois, had a significant history tied to steamboats. The town was a steamboat stop that began sometime in the mid-1820s and continued as a steamboat stop until the 1930s. Initially, the site was known as Griggsville Landing, and later as Phillips Ferry or Phillipsburg, named after Nimrod Phillips, who purchased the ferry and land claim from Garrett Van Dusen. Steamboats played a crucial role in the development of Griggsville Landing. The town was a key stop for steamboats traveling on the Illinois River, which was part of a larger network of waterways, including the Ohio and Mississippi rivers. The completion of canals in the early 1830s, such as the Erie Canal and the Ohio and Erie Canal, linked these rivers and the Great Lakes, making transportation more efficient and opening up new routes for commerce and migration. In 1844, Captain Samuel Ryder designed and built the Ollantayba, a paddle wheel boat of shallow draft, 10 inches, powered by horses on deck. This boat was specifically designed to navigate the low water levels of the Illinois River and was used to carry freight across the river. Griggsville Landing was also significant during the Mormon migration in 1838 to 1839, as Hiram Smith and his family used the ferry at Phillips Ferry during their journey eastward to Illinois. The town's importance declined with the advent of railroads and the construction of levees along the Illinois River, which led to the abandonment of Griggsville Landing by the late 1870s. Today, the site is largely forgotten, though it remains an important part of Illinois' steamboat history.
Going to their home base. Here you go, boy. They even give them a YMCA for the employees. That's nice. So because they can get out of them trucks and work out, probably take showers.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's neat.
Yes.
There's an employee running, jogging on his lunch hour. Makes this town.
Boys, this town and a lot of people around the surrounding towns.
This is the little town from this direction. There's a restaurant, Donahue's Family Hair Center.
Comes equipped with slot machines.
Yeah, there's a Dot employee on the back of that car. You're a Dot. She's a Dot. I'm a Dot. We're a Dot. I want a Dot sticker. See if she has any stickers up here. Are you a Dot? You got a Dot sticker? You got your Abraham Lincoln stickers? Yeah, trying to get a sticker.
Like corn dogs.
Subway's busy at lunch. See that turning, being so slow at the Burger King, McDonald's. This is the Dot 4 pounders. We're good. I weigh half. Okay. I like